He had a kill confirm game. Alright, hey guys, JNasty here. What is up, guys? Doing a little subscriber breakdown for you guys today. I'm doing Trippy. He's not in TK, he's a fanboy. Just kidding. But anyways, first rule when playing Yemen, you never go for C flag. You always run, let me actually show you in free roam. You always run down this little alley. If you have an EMP or concussion, you throw it down there. If you have an assault rifle, you come in here and you pick these guys off. They'll be right in front of you. After you pick them off, make sure to be careful of church hardpoint. Church hardpoint, I don't know. Just be careful of a guy head glitching in there with a sniper or assault rifle. You pick them off right here, and I promise you, you turn out this window, and there's going to be one or two guys right here. He doesn't do that, but that's my tip for this map. And he goes and caps C flag, which it's not the best move. What he could have done after this, instead of running down here, actually ran to the left and went to arches and actually picked some people off B, because I'm pretty sure they'll beat him there. He has EMPs on, and what I would have done is thrown my EMP in front of him, help his team out, get those assist points. Instead, he goes the long way. I don't know what he's really doing. I'm going to actually fast forward a little bit. It might be, I have no clue what he's doing, but 30 seconds, 35 seconds into the game, he hasn't even seen one player, and that's not what you want to do. Right here, you use his EMP, which is pretty good. Check if there's anybody around him. Since he didn't get a hit mark with the EMP, though, there's no point in taking this long way around. There's already a teammate over there. There's really no point in going there. You're honestly just wasting time. If I was him, after I got that EMP'd, I would have went up those stairs and actually checked around the B flag. I see that they're taking B right now, so it'd probably been good timing. Like I said, this is pointless to go this route. Good kill right there, and I actually did a breakdown earlier of Trippy, but I'm not going to use that. But he's using a 10 sensitivity, and that is way too goddamn high. He needs to lower it down to probably like a 6. I would say a 7 at the most. You don't really need a high sensitivity playing ground war. If you're sniping, you might need a high sensitivity. That's just me. And right there, that was just unfortunate. That guy spawned behind him. But if he would have went the way I said, he'd probably been okay, because he would have killed that guy in front of him and then looked to his left, and he'd be in that little corner. So right here, another mistake that he does is when you have EMPs, say you get the kill and you don't have a suppressor on, it's really good to throw EMPs in front of you. That way the enemy doesn't know you're coming. They're going to be EMPs, so they don't know where you're at on the radar, which is pretty key. That's just one little tip right there. And as you guys see, a bunch of people in that building. I think there's a guy around that corner. Yeah, if you guys look back on the UAV, you can actually see that guy on the UAV. Just waiting for him on the head glitch. He should have expected that. As you guys see, watch the UAV come across right now. You can see, actually see he's outside that little square in the UAV, so he should have expected that. What I would have done is I would have gone on A and actually laid prone and try to get a capture kill. Also, when you see him jumping down, there's a sniper right there. He's got to be careful about that as well. Instead, he plays really reckless. He's a really reckless player, and that's why he dies a lot in these gameplays. He doesn't really have a really high KDR. Let's fast forward a little bit. Uses EMPs. I'm pretty sure that wasn't the best UAV, but hey, it worked. Do it in front of him where he's going. Destroy the shock charge. It's actually worth it, to be honest. So right now, he does another newbie mistake. I'm going to rewind it, actually. As you guys see, there's actually a guy right in front of him. All right, he got that guy in front of him. But right now, his teammates are capturing A flag. What he needs to pay attention to is the mini-map. Look at all the teammates are on the right side of the mini-map. And look at C flag. There's nobody on his left, and there's everybody to the right. He's just wasting time by running to the A flag. His teammates have already gotten it. He really needs to pay attention to the mini-map. Throwing an EMP, just wasting that, as you guys can see. I have no clue what he's doing right now. Like I said, guys, if you ever want to know where the enemy's spawning, just look at your mini-map. I saw about 8 guys on A flag. What I would have done is I would have went back and probably went to statue and probably got a couple of kills right there. So right now he's just wasting everything, in my opinion. And look at the UAV. If I was him, yeah, I would check this little spot and try to get an easy pick off right here. Does a really good job. I would have probably done that as well, just by checking the UAV. Does a good thing right there of not shooting when he doesn't have the shot. Right here, you gotta be a little cautious. Gotta be a lot more cautious than that. I don't know bouncing betties and shock charges, but he did well right there. Bad thing, he challenged the guy with an LMG on a head glitch. You cannot. Ooh, wow, we're gonna see him die a bunch. All right, let me fast forward all the way to that. He gets this kill, gets another kill. But one thing you guys never want to do is when you have a submachine gun, especially, you never want to challenge somebody that's in a head glitch, especially with an LMG or another assault rifle. So right here, he sees the guy. I'm pretty sure he sees the guy. When somebody's in that big of a head glitch, you want to head glitch yourself, or you don't even want to try to challenge that. Instead, he just ran away from that car. I'd probably stayed behind the car, try to challenge it. If not, oh well, you know what I mean. I would have challenged it, and if I couldn't get the kill, I just ran away, to be honest. Right there, he has his EMP. I'm pretty sure that guy's a sentry gun. No, that's not a sentry gun. That's actually an LMG, so never mind. LMGs shoot like sentry guns, though. Right there, he does a good job picking that guy off. Now, if you look to... Oh, it was a sentry gun. I would have thrown my EMP at that sentry gun. So right here, there's a guy to his left, and then there's a guy in front of him to the building. What I would do personally is I would challenge this guy to the left. Instead, he doesn't. Just ignores both those players. I don't know what he's doing, to be honest. I would have challenged one of those guys. And another mistake he did is he's using his EMPs once he's already inside the building. The trick with EMPs is they have a huge radius. Just throw the EMPs in the building before you even enter them. That way you don't get caught off guard like he just did with this guy with the LMG. What he should have done with his EMP, the first one, was to throw it at that sentry gun. That's what I would have done. Sentry gun still up, still hasn't used that EMP, and now he's just running in the middle of the map. He needs to play a little. He's a really reckless player, in my opinion. He doesn't try to flank. He doesn't try to do that. He just runs down the middle of the road, and he's really easy pickings. He needs to realize that he needs to play a little bit smarter and a little bit careful. Right there, he had the shot in the building. There's no point in going out of the building, and he has really bad map awareness right there. He aims to the wrong side. This guy with the LMG is just peppering him. He's just clueless. He does a good thing of laying down, and oh, he did a really good thing right there by not even challenging him. But right there, he's still in the building. That guy's, I'm pretty sure that guy's still alive. That was below him, and then he just got schmangled on. Can't really do anything about the small or whatever. But if I was him, I would have just stayed in that building, and then that guy to the left probably wouldn't even notice he was there, to be honest. A lot of people have really bad at map awareness. So as you guys see right now, this is what I would do personally. I would jump on the C flag. I don't know what he's gonna do. Just judging by the map, he has a teammate behind him, a teammate to his left, and a teammate in front of him. I would have jumped on the C flag and got those easy points. Instead, he just... Does he make it there? Actually picks up a kill, but doesn't get that cap points, which is kind of unfortunate. I would have jumped on C and just probably paid attention in front of myself. Right there, he does a nice little jump shot. Jump shotting in 1v1s is a really big key to winning gunfights. That was just bullshit. I would say that was bullshit. Done by Telemann. Can't really help that. Fix him off. What's really good about him is he got the spawn. Like he just died from that area. He got the spawn, and then he just waited patiently from his spawn in case that guy came that direction, like came up to him. So that was pretty good by him. He didn't try to run back and go get up close to him again with those tomahawks, which was pretty good play by him. All right, so right now he just got a kill. What I would do is I would throw an EMP right through this little window, and what would I have hit? I would have hit this guy, probably hit that guy as well, maybe this guy. So I had an EMP 3 guys, but I don't know. He plays reckless, and then when he's in the enemy spawn, he goes the long way. This mixed play styles, I guess. I don't know why you would do that, but he wasted a lot of time doing that. And that EMP would have actually got that bouncing Betty. And one thing you guys need to know, when somebody's equipment goes off, that means they know you're there. So right there, if you would have thrown that EMP, they wouldn't have known he was right there, to be honest. So right here, he throws his EMP. That was pretty lucky. Then I guess he didn't expect to kill the guy with the EMP, so can't really blame him right there. But overall, in this gameplay, I think he ends up in the first round only going 14-8. What I saw from him is he wastes a lot of time by going the really, really long route, and you really don't need to do that, especially with EMPs. EMPs, you throw them in front of you, you blind everybody, you EMP everybody, and then you can pick them off. You don't have to take the long way every time. Also, his map awareness, his mini-map awareness is pretty lackluster. He doesn't really pay attention to that as much as he should. Also, one thing that he does is he challenges quite a bit. You need to realize as a player, if somebody's in a head glitch with an LMG or an AR, and you have a submachine gun with a lot of recoil, just don't even challenge. Try to make your way around that person or try to flank that person. But overall, he went 14-8, pretty slow, to be honest, on a map like Yemen, especially ground war domination. If this was me, I'd probably have at least 35 kills. He just played the map really slow, I guess you guys could say. Overall, like I said, that's really it. That's really what he does as a player. On his class setup as well, he's using grip, and I think he's using stock. Stock isn't that bad on MSMC, but when you're playing ground war, you really want that fast mags, or use a PDW that has 50 shots. But I like running fast mags on all my submachine gun classes, especially in ground war, because I like to get up in people's faces. But in his case, he's not a real fast-paced player, so using grip, I would change that for quick draw or long barrel. Either or, but grip is pointless. Grip is really pointless. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the subscriber breakdown. Like I said, I try to point out what he does bad, and I try to make constructive criticism. I'm not trying to bash him at all, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. Peace out, sluts.